We just pulled over for a coffee about 10 miles from the supposed car show, and sometimes when you have an unexpected deviation there are occasional benefits, so let's have a look. Not a bad view to have a coffee by. I'm not sure if you can make it out very well in the distance, but on the hills directly in front is a very large church and a small village around it, which looks down over the valley, which is a long valley, and the village is called La Chaise Dieu, which is God's chair, and given its position of the church you can see why they came up with the name. Anyway, I don't think I'll be going in because they're not motor caravan friendly, lots of these little hilltop villages, and I have to decide where I'm going to go. So I will press on to Le Puy. The good people of La Chaise have thought of us motor caravanners, and there's a large car park, and I presume in there, which is next to the railway station, which is just over there. Picnic chairs, all that sort of stuff along there. There's water at the station, so thank you very much, La Chaise, for those people who will make use of it. So let's go have a look in the town itself and see what we can find. Well, I decided to have a walk into the village. I was instantly rewarded by another British car coming. So 3 classic British sports cars, all on the move. Well, there we go. Followed swiftly by a Porsche, is it a 914? Oh my word, La Chaise is doing us proud, because at the petrol station there is this beauty, Peugeot 404 pickup. Get a bit close here for a minute, 1 second. Had to squeeze past some equipment. Yeah, there we go, what a beauty. Absolutely fabulous. Canvas back, Bachet I think they're called in France. Superb. Now these, I love these. In fact, I like all the old classic Peugeots, but sadly they rot like mad. I'd have a 504 pickup now if I could find one, but this one's in good nick. Presumably restored, it can't be this good from the factory at this age. I can't remember when they stopped making the 404. Early 70s I think. Anyway, let's go and have a look into town, see what else we can find. Right, the Abbey, I thought it was a church, but it's actually an abbey. It's absolutely huge when you get up to it close. Absolutely enormous. I've no idea which order it belongs to, or did belong to. There's no signage on this side, there may be on the other side towards town. I'll take a walk through the arch and see if I can find anything more about it. But my word, it's absolutely enormous. And another cracker. A Simca P60, tucked away around the back of a house. The back wheels are chocked, so I suspect the handbrake's not working. But once again, in very, very good condition. Beautiful. Definitely well worth a stop here. Look at that badge. Pure 50s. Such style. Wonderful looking cars. Still got its yellow headlamps, which of course were a legal requirement back in the day. So look at the interior, shall we? Beautiful two-tone blue, like the colour of the roof. Yeah, it's all been done inside. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Well, it's funny how things turn out, isn't it, guys? I missed out on a classic car show, and then I was just passing through another small village just after La Chaise, and I saw this. What a collection. Let's walk down them. So I've got a Renault 5, not the first series because it hasn't got the umbrella gear change, but an early one, Mark 1. Next to which, a good old British classic, the Ford Anglia, left-hand drive. Can't be too many of these in France, I wouldn't have thought. a Peugeot GTI. So is it a 1.9? Let's have a look. No, it's 1.6, one of the earlier ones. Porsche 924 with full roll cage and things on it, so has sporting pretensions. Another one, and then another Porsche. I'm not that great at my Porsches. It could be submodels of the 924, I don't really know. And then an NSU, rear-engined, fully kitted out for rallying. It's got roll bars and all that sort of stuff. Twin headlights, 4-cylinder engine, which ended up in a motorcycle. The Munch Mammoth used it. Apparently, back in the day, it used to burn through tyres every couple of thousand miles, the Munch, because it was the heaviest thing going. And no one could make a tyre that could keep up with it. So it's an NSU TT, which makes it even rarer, so it's actually the sporty version. I can't see under the bonnet, and I don't want to touch it, obviously, because it doesn't belong to me. But it looks like it's running 4 carbs, or 2 twin chokers anyway. Very difficult to see. But wonderful car. Oh, and a Renault Gordini, an 8. Just pulling in. Fabulous. Classic French motoring at its best. And then an Alfa with its cloverleaf badge on the side. Beautiful. Another Porsche, an Opel Manta. And then a Lancia. Now these Lancias, 1.3S. Now I was once offered one of these Lancias for 50 quid back in the very early 1980s. Another Alfa, a 205 Rally, again with all the gear in, roll cages, all that sort of stuff. Very smart. A GTV, who also appears to be having handbrake problems. He's got a rock under the front wheel, stopping and rolling away, or her. A 911 Escort Mark III. Excuse me if I just wander past these quite quickly, because things like Mark III Escorts and 205s are new cars to people like me. BMW, again kitted out. Is it a 2002? 1602, or maybe the French 1502. Let's have a look, see what's on the back. It's a 2002, so 2 litre. Different colour scheme, but not unpleasant. In fact, next to it, just as we're round the back, this little 205 Rally has obviously done lots of classic car tours, because it's covered in rally stickers. Historic rallies. A Honda of some sort, don't know much about Hondas, too new again. Let's move on. Another 205 GTI 1.9, another GTV, some BMW, I'm not sure. And then a Porsche, beautiful yellow Porsche 914. Superb little cars. Were underrated for a very long time, but prices, like everything else, has gone up massively. Yeah, not bad. A newer 911 Carrera, next to which is an older 911. Which has much better styling in my opinion. And then rumbling towards us is a Corvette. Very butch. Very, very butch. Anyway, back to our row of cars. I had to stop for a minute as the battery had died. We were back at the 911s, weren't we? And how the older ones were slightly more stylish in my opinion. Cleaner, less bulbous. But very nice. Another 924, a Mini. Oh, now then, real class. Renault Dauphine. Superb. Lancia is one of these, only about 150 yards from my house, tucked up in a garage. It's never used. The guy who owns it is very old. Shame, I'd love to see it on the road. Another 911, another Lancia. Very stylish Lancia, isn't it? Very beautiful stance. Lovely. Saab 96. V4. The German V4, though not the one we had in Britain in the transits. I used to have a V4 transit myself back in the day. Great cars. And even when it went 4-stroke, some of the early ones kept the freewheel that the 2-strokes had. Mazda thing, is it? Yeah. MX-5, yeah, that's what it is. And then our DAF. Not a car you'd normally see kitted out for rallying, particularly. I know they did rally them, but I don't remember seeing a rally one before. But it's nice to see one on the road. I can't remember the last time I saw a DAF. Probably with the Variomatic, I would have thought. Let me have a look, see if I can see. Yep, Variomatic, which is a very clever system. DAF 1300, so a later one. 70s, late 70s perhaps. Yeah, the Renault 16. Beautiful. Renault's finest. Another Mini, a Cooper 1300, late one. Another 924, so it'd be very popular. Fiat X19, Citroen ZX 1.9 injection. A Renault Alpine, which is what we call it in Britain. But they're nearly always badged, let's see if this one's got it, nearly always badged Alpine Renault. Let's see what the back says on this one. Oh well, that solves that problem, it's not badged at all. A later Renault 5 GT Turbo. And that's your lot. So it's quite incredible what you can bump into in a small village in France accidentally. So I may have missed one car show today, but I found another. Anyway, I'm going to have to go move my van because it looks like the numbers are starting to fill up. And then our Gordini. So obviously had bits of paintwork done because the doors don't match the body particularly. There's a badge to strike fear into the heart of the opponents in rallies. All disc brakes, and look at that for a front end. It's hard to imagine that a shopping trolley, which is basically what it was when it's built, could look so mean. Fabulous. Right, I think that's all of it. I'll have a look at the Gordini. Sadly they've shut the engine bay. Oh, the Gordini is also Swiss. I wonder why the Swiss are so keen on the rally here. Anyway, the Gordini has obviously been extensively restored. If you look in the wheel arches and things, absolutely perfect. Brilliant. I wish I could see in the engine bay. Absolutely brilliant.